Hello, this is Michael Pratt. I'm here to recommend Peter Green's Alexander of Macedon, 356 to 323 BC, a political biography. This book was published in England in its full-length form in 1974, and it appeared in the US in 1991, with the most recent edition dating from 2013. I first read it in the early 90s, soon after its first US appearance, but it still strikes me not merely as one of the most exciting books on classical antiquity that I've read, but also as one of the most compulsively readable biographies that I've come across. Alexander's career is pretty strong medicine for people with delicate sensibilities. He died at the age of 33, having over the course of just a few years overthrown the Persian Empire and shaken the ancient world from the Aegean to present-day Afghanistan and Pakistan. He left ruins and wreckage wherever his army passed, and his massive empire collapsed into civil war immediately after his early death, which may well have been brought about by poisoning. But the suffering and destruction that Alexander left in his wake also gave rise to phenomena as diverse as the rise of the Ptolemaic kingdom in Egypt, which ended with Cleopatra, the development of a syncretistic Greco-Buddhist culture in parts of what are today Pakistan and Afghanistan, and an unprecedented, long-lasting, and extremely consequential diffusion of Greek language and culture. Alexander's career may have been short, but its impact was truly seismic. The classicist Peter Green, who was born in 1924, is exceptionally well qualified to tell this story. After service with the Royal Air Force in Burma in World War II, Green studied classics at Trinity College, Cambridge, where he won a double first. He left academia to support his family as a journalist and lived in Greece for many years, translating, teaching, hiking, and sailing. He taught in the classics department at the University of Texas at Austin for many years and published novels, scholarly studies on classical and Hellenistic subjects, fluent, readable translations of Greek and Latin poetry, most recently of the Iliad, and biting, elegant literary criticism. In Alexander of Macedon, Green writes with verve and sardonic wit, and his take on the Macedonian king is bracing. Following the Harvard scholar Ernst Badian, to whom the book is dedicated, he emphasizes both the human cost of Alexander's relentless pursuit of glory and the brutal audacity of the tactics the king used to eliminate his opponents, both in the ranks of the Macedonian army and within his own almost comically horrible family. Green outlines strong evidence that it was Alexander, together with his mother Olympias, who plotted the assassination of Alexander's father, King Philip II of Macedon. All of the famous episodes in Alexander's career are treated in this book. His studies with Aristotle, his cutting of the Gordian knot, his stunning victories against Greek, Persian, and Indian opponents, his burning of Persepolis, his crossing of the Hindu Kush and battles with Indian kings and their elephants. Green recounts it all with concision, wit, and a refreshing realism about the motivations of those who seek power at the expense of all else. If you're interested in ancient history, in politics, in the psychology of power, or simply in a fascinating story told by an outstanding scholar who also knows how to write vivid prose, you could do worse than to read Peter Green's Alexander of Macedon.